My husband was Hans J. Papke. I called him Achim, but they can't pronounce that here. He was trained as a display man, but he could have also been an architect. He was one of those guys, he could do it all. And he had a master's degree from the Folkwang Academy in Essen. And he worked for a big advertising company for whom he would do displays for Coca-Cola, BMW, VW, and then travel all over Europe to install it. He was hired to do any and all convention installations. He designed them, he installed them, but on the train, the first display was a figure 8 compared to what you have here now and what we had at the Duke Energy lobby. It was in its baby shoes, but it was a start. And the B&O had decided their travel exhibit would be given to the CG&E. That had to be in 1963, probably. And from there it became a really, really large display. But because Hans could make a castle out of a box, he didn't need to buy a lot of props. Later on, he bought figures that made it really interesting, some of which moved. And we always worked on all kinds of projects together. For example, one year he had teddy bears. That was the main theme. And he had enough money in his budget to buy the teddy bears, but not to dress them up. So he came home and he brought me 3 bears and asked if I could make them into train guys, with hats and old glasses and so forth. And there were several instances like that. No, with the bears, it was really funny because, as I said, he bought 3 and he bought another 3 and again and again. And by the time we got done, it was 150 bears that all got outfits and peopled the displays. And the same thing happened a couple of years later when he decided on doing something with dolls. But he wanted 15 doll houses, so I assembled them at home with the kids. He was incredibly creative, and he looked forward to every one of them. In the pictures you see a castle, then you also see a train car. There is a carriage where a couple is schmoozing on the inside, This is a sample of a big snowflake that he created. And they were about a yard in diameter. This is just a little one, but I had told him if you're done with it, I'd like to have it. So I still have it, and it's foam core. And if you and I would cut it, it wouldn't look quite so nice and straight, but it's kind of unique that he would go that far. It was 49 years, and he worked here at the museum the last 2. He had actually retired in 2000, and then the company realized we do not have anybody who does what he does, so can you come back? And he did. I think it is a treasure, and it fits into this museum perfect, and it does need to be preserved, but I also know that he always had 4 or 5 people constantly repairing things, because when the train runs all day, it takes a beating, and many of the parts cannot be just ordered on Amazon. Okay, they have to be, part of it has to be done by hand. And so you need some specialists who know how to do that. But I think people who like these trains are a special breed, and they'll do this no matter what. Because it's just fun for them. And I think it's a special award that it is open to the public.